Hello and welcome to this edition of Shelby This Week. Here are the stories we have for you. Installations of new sidewalks will help better connect the community. Residents in Shelby Township voice their opinion on what they want to see next. And Fire Station number 1 was very busy with their open house on Saturday. We have these stories and more on this edition of Shelby This Week. The Shelby Township Sidewalk Committee is looking to connect schools, neighborhoods, and parks. The Sidewalk Gap program is working to install over 6,000 feet of new sidewalk throughout the township. The new pavement connects the Macomb Orchard Trail to several neighborhoods along 24 Mile Road.
The main goal is to connect our sidewalks within the township on our main mile roads and specifically to bridge the gap between our subdivisions and our trails and our parks within the township.
Some of the projects include the north side of 24 Mile Road connecting Seven Oaks Drive to the Macomb Orchard Trail, gaps on Shelby Road including the east side of the road just north of Mound Road, the east side of Shelby Road between Montgomery Drive and Mound Road. All of the projects in the 2019 Sidewalk Gap program occur within the Macomb County Department of Roads right-of-way to minimize the impact on the adjacent property owners. All sidewalks are scheduled to be in place by the end of 2019. For the past 10 years, Shelby Township has held a priorities visioning session. This helps compile the top 10 priorities for the 2020 fiscal year. Planning and Zoning Director Julie Missage led the meeting for members of the community. This list is compiled by ideas from department heads, residents, and the Board of Trustees. Not all the ideas are brand new ones.
These have been carried on from the previous years. So, and there's additional items that have been added on from community visioning sessions in previous years, and we keep them all together collectively. And then what will happen is any comments or suggestions that we get this evening, we will add those to the list and continue them on for the following years.
Some of the ideas that came about include widening Shaner north of 23 Mile Road, continue blight enforcement, and continue regional path system. Each resident was able to place 20 stickers on the items listed. The next step in the process will be to send over all of these ideas to a third-party consultant and establish a top 10 list. The township focuses on this list for the whole year. The finalized top 10 priorities for 2020 will be available in the coming weeks. The Shelby Township Fire Department finished Fire Prevention Week with an open house. Opening up their doors at Fire Station number 1, members of the community came together and learned safety tips to keep the whole family safe.
The chance for the public to come in and see what we do besides put out fires and take EMS calls. It's a chance for them to come in, see all the equipment we have for our dive team, our swift water team, hazmat, technical rescue, all the different services we offer here in the township, whether it's a construction site or residence or apartment buildings and things like that. They can come in, learn about the department, and learn about fire safety. With our safety bounce house for the kids that's interactive, where they can learn about different things. And we have our smoke trailer for those that are a little bit older, learn how to dial 911, how to get out of a bedroom safely. And then they walk around and get to interact with the firefighters and all of our staff here as they look at different things. We have demonstrations of our extrication equipment, which we'll be cutting up a car later. And we also show them our ladder truck where they can take bucket rides and things like that. So we make it fun. So the kids learn about us, so they're comfortable with us, so when there is an emergency, they're not scared and afraid.
The department hopes by opening their doors, people can learn a thing or two to help them if they were ever in an emergency situation. It's the final electronics recycling collection for 2019. On October 26 from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., Shelby Township will host this at Riverbend Park. Some of the items collected include TVs, computers, gaming consoles, and phones. If you are dropping off your items, it is asked that you enter through the 22-mile entrance of Riverbend Park. This is only open to Shelby Township residents. For a complete list of items collected, visit shelbytwp.org/recycling. Still ahead on Shelby this week, all moved in. See how these seniors are enjoying life over at their new building location. And a behind-the-scenes look at the set and some of the actors in the murder mystery play at Meadowbrook Theater. Actress Lene Lathan. One very important facet of the Shelby Township Activity Center is the seniors, who have found their new home to be a very exciting place. Stacy Sansatera has more.
The response has been fantastic. Everyone has commented that we've moved up in the world and that we now have a facility that is 2019 as opposed to an old school building that was really dated back, in the 1950s with Disco Elementary.
So this is perfect for you to practice on.
And this new facility is hands down a better place for Shelby Township seniors to have some fun.
Well, it's fantastic, the amount of new faces that we're seeing. It's wonderful to have different activities that we can have here now that we were never able to before, specifically with the gym, which has brought a lot of new events and activities and people.
And one of the most popular activities in the gym is pickleball.
5-2-1.
This fun paddle sport combines many elements of tennis, badminton, and ping pong. And lucky for me, pickleball was created for all ages and skill levels.
I'm the worst pickleball player ever!
No worries, there are plenty of beginner opportunities for people just like me. And pickleball will only scratch the surface of what seniors can do at the Shelby Township Activity Center.
I'm ready.
Whether you are looking to lounge, read a good book, attend exercise classes, play bingo, or simply meet some new friends, the new Shelby Township Senior Facility has something for everyone.
People have to come out here. There is so much to do here. Aerobics, pickleball, walking in the morning from 8:30 to 10. They have Meals on Wheels here. They have lunch. It's amazing.
The Shelby Township Activity Center's senior activities takes place Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m.
A lot more room, a lot more activities. New people, new faces. It's wonderful. People need to come out.
For Shelby This Week, I'm Stacy Sansatera.
Shoot, score, dribble at the Hot Shot competition. Everyone had a chance to prove their basketball skills while supporting the community. Samana Sheik has a first-hand look.
An annual competition called the Hot Shot encourages family and friends to come together in Shelby Township.
Everybody know what they're doing?
Jenny Ostrowski and her family love basketball. They're here to show their support and participate in the annual Hot Shot competition.
My husband is on the Parks and Rec committee, so he's playing. Both my brother-in-laws are playing, and my nephews.
So Jenny's here to remind everyone.
It's for fun. This is all for fun. Everybody got a water bottle. There's no winner or loser, really.
This annual competition isn't new. The Shelby Township Parks and Rec brings the community together with a friendly ball game. This year it's held at the new Activities Center, and Joe Youngblood, the director of Shelby Township Parks and Rec, is helping judge the contest.
Kids are really excited, and there's some great shooters out there.
This is a free event for Shelby Township and Utica residents. Anyone can join. Joe's advice to the young basketball stars is,
One thing, you got to slow down a little bit. They're going so fast, trying to get so many shots off. You got to get that good rhythm going and just drain those shots and you'll be good.
And although there is one trophy, this entire game is to bring out confidence, passion, and most importantly, fun. Jenny Ostrepsky wants parents to know they should
be their #1 fan. Like, we're cheering for all the kids.
And Joe thinks this can inspire some kids to start playing basketball and let their future dreams come true.
They may go to mom and dad, hey, I want to start playing basketball.
Even though we had one winner this morning while we were here, everyone went home with a trophy. In Shelby Township, Samana Sheik reporting.
For more information on other programs at the Shelby Township Activities Center, visit ShelbyTWP.org. An adaptation on a classic Agatha Christie play is on the stage right now at Meadowbrook Theater. We take you behind the scenes of the show and talk to some of the people involved in the production.
We're putting on Agatha Christie's very iconic murder mystery, Murder on the Orient Express.
It's the very first show of the 54th season at Meadowbrook Theater. This classic whodunit play will have the audience trying to figure out just who the murderer is.
If you love murder mysteries, you got to come see this show. If you want to see a really heartfelt show, this one does that. It's a little scary. It's great for the Halloween season. It's creepy. This is a creepy story. Even the beginning of it, you'll get chills at the beginning and throughout the show. If you don't know the story, you'll be shocked.
Actress Lene Layfeld says there's a lot of amazing elements to the production, but there's something she believes will leave the audience in awe.
Well, I think people are really going to be interested to see the set. It's a beautiful set. Some people have said it's the most gorgeous thing they've seen here. It's exciting to see. It's got a lot of theatrical magic to it.
Behind the theatrical magic is scenic designer Brian Kessler. He is responsible for bringing all of the set to life, transporting the audience to a snowy train.
And we have 2 barrel-style snow machines mounted up in our ceiling. And throughout the show, we have a crew member standing back here just rocking these ropes back and forth and rolling the snow machines up in there and making it snow throughout the entire show.
Snowing on the set is very cool, but there's something that might just leave the audience talking, and that is the train. Yes, it does actually move.
For the movement of the train cars, our head stage technician is back here at this little control panel, and he has this little switch that tells him which direction to drive the car. So we want to center the dining car right now, and we just turn this little knob and it dials itself up. And then over here, you can see we have, on either side of the train car, there are 2 motors, which are the same motors that drive our Christmas Carol set, that drive us back and forth. And there are switches on the ground that the train knows when it hits its point and will automatically stop on its spike marks every time we move it. And then there's a second set of switches out center stage for when we move the other direction.
Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express runs until October 27th. Tickets are available online at mbtheater.com, or you can call the theater box office at 248-377-3300. People who are low income can struggle to get food on the table, and they may even have a harder time providing nutrients for their pets. Pet Supplies Plus partnered with local communities like Shelby Township to help Macomb County seniors in subsidized housing feed their pets. Samana Sheik attends this annual Fill the Trailer event.
One simple can of dog food like this, or pet food, can make a difference to residents in Shelby Township and Macomb County.
We're asking people to pick up an extra bag.
Ken Wardick, a proud volunteer, enthusiastically stood outside Pet Supplies Plus all day, trying to get people to hear about this Fill the Trailer event because
Everybody needs a companion. Everybody.
especially these folks. They can't really afford to feed themselves, let alone feed their companion.
And their companion, whether a dog or a cat, needs food. This Fill the Trailer donation helps 14 low-income housing complexes in Macomb County and some church pantries. They started this 5 years ago with the help of the Macomb Food Program and Macomb County Animal Control.
It's a bigger problem than I guess is known. And if we could, even a bag a person is a huge deal.
And one bag can lead to a lot of food. In the past, they collected 50,000 pounds of food. This year, they hope to get 18,000 pounds to help people.
Not everybody, is well off per se, and everybody could use a hand. And if we have the opportunity to help out and kind of stand side by side here with Pet Supplies Plus, then let's do it.
And that's the reason Ken is spreading awareness and volunteering his time to get people involved.
I mean, the community gives us so much. I mean, I love giving back.
You can donate to any register at Pet Supplies Plus throughout this entire month. In Macomb County, Samana Sheik reporting.
This week we meet a pair of inseparable cats. These two are looking for their forever home, and they could be the perfect addition to your family.
So the two Bengals that we had came in a couple of weeks ago. They did have some medical issues when they first came in. They are all 4-paw declawed. They are kind of shy and nervous. They have a quirky personality due to who they are and how old they are, because they are senior. So we have Ari, which is our brown Bengal, and then we have Little Man, which is our gray Bengal. I'd love to see them go into an older home together. They are a bonded pair, preferably a nice quiet home. They would do fine with other cats in the home because they've had each other. They would do okay with older kids, preferably around 16 and up, because they are so shy. I would say no dogs, just because they are so quiet. They need a place to retire, essentially. Bengals are just special in general. They are very high energy. They need to have their mind worked. They like having puzzles, similar to, a border collie or a farm dog. They're gonna wanna work for their food, and they wanna have a different sense of means of enrichment. They're wonderful cats, they really are. I want them to stay together. They definitely need a new home. They're very stressed out here. This is no place for an animal with such a high, energetic personality, but I promise they're very sweet, they're very cuddly. Once they adjust in a home, they talk to you, they want to be around people. It's just a matter of having a nice, calm environment for them to adjust in.
Coming up next, it's week 7 for high school football. See how the Utica Chieftains and the Eisenhower Eagles fared in their games. And this Shelby Township resident celebrated a big milestone in her life. Stay with us for more Shelby This Week.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel scared. Sometimes my parents have to take me to the hospital. I feel like a fish with no water.
You know how to react to their asthma attacks. Here's how to prevent them. Call 1-866-NO-ATTACKS. Visit www.noattacks.org or call your doctor. Because even one attack is one too many.
The Eisenhower Eagles were at home for week 7. It was homecoming and they took on the Anchor Bay Tars. The Eagles were dominant from the start as Mario Ghetto found the end zone twice in the first quarter. They would tack on 3 more touchdowns in the second quarter with another touchdown by Ghetto and 2 by Steven Nadolski. That's all they would need as they defeat the Tars by a score of 33-7 for their 5th win of the season. The team will travel to face rival Dakota on Friday. The Utica Chieftains look to snap a 4-game losing streak at Warren Mott in week 7. It was back and forth game throughout as both offenses were productive in the first half. Gabe Orshevsky had a fantastic game by leading the Chieftains with 2 touchdowns. Mott would lead Utica 22-14 at the end of the half. The Chieftains came back in the third quarter with a great touchdown catch by Garrison Nix to make it 22-21. But after an interception in the fourth quarter, Mott took control from there, leading to a final score of 42-21. With 5 losses, the Chieftains are now eliminated from playoff contention. Utica will come back home for the final time this season on Friday to face L'Anse Creuse North. You can watch more from the Eisenhower homecoming game and the Utica Chieftains game by watching the Ike Review and the Chieftain Rewind. As the busy season for the Shelby Township Gardeners Club is coming to a close, they are starting to move into more presentations. They hosted an heirloom tomato seminar and invited longtime farmers to talk about these tomatoes. Heirloom tomatoes are specific variety that have been passed down through several generations. Like Melody Beals and her husband, they operate a farm and grow these heirloom tomatoes. Many of these tomatoes are grown on family farms. Every variety is unique and has evolved a resistance to pests as well as diseases. Each one grown has adapted to its climate. Presentations like this one are hosted monthly by the Shelby Township Gardeners Club. You can contact the Gardeners Club publicist Ivy Schwartz at 586-873-3782. A member of the Shelby Township community celebrated a big milestone. Mary Ventimiglio was surrounded by family and friends at Shelby Crossing for her 100th birthday. The party included cake, and Mary was even sporting a 100th birthday sash and headband. Living for a century is a long time, and Mary has some advice for everyone out there.
As long as you're healthy, eat good.
From all of us here at Shelby TV, we wish Mary a very happy 100th birthday. That's all we have for this edition of Shelby This Week. Remember, you can always watch us online or on Facebook. Just search Shelby TV. We will leave you with scenes from Heritage Gardens and the Scarecrows. Be sure to check out this contest happening until November 1st. Enjoy, and thanks for watching.